received their initial degree from Lesley within the last 10 years. Regina Schulman is a very recent Lesley graduate, receiving her master's degree in education from the Graduate School of Arts and Social Sciences in Interdisciplinary Studies, Integrative Holistic Health Specializations this past May. She also earned her bachelor's degree from Lesley Center for the Adult Learner in 2012, studying Integrative Holistic Health and Chronic Pain Management specializations. For both of these degrees, she maintained a 4.0 GPA. While working, volunteering, and raising a family. An entrepreneur and businesswoman, a healer and health caregiver, a fitness director, masseuse, and personal trainer, Regina's impressive career is multifaceted. Among her accomplishments, she co-founded a multidisciplinary integrative holistic medical health clinic called First Health of Andover. And most recently, she co-founded the Infinity Health Group, a collaborative for healing professionals who minister to the body, mind, and spirit. At the same time, Regina has been an outstanding leader in her community, volunteering for worthy organizations including the Merrimack Valley Hospice, Habitat for Humanity, Susan G. Komen's Race for the Cure, Lazarus House Ministries, and the March of Dimes. At Lesley, Regina has become actively engaged in the alumni community and serves as an alumni ambassador program volunteer. Her many personal and professional accomplishments have been recognized by others, including the YWCA, who presented her with the Tribute to Women in Business and Industry Award and the Woman of the Year Award in 2001. Regina reports her special skills as mother of 3 biological children, 4 stepchildren, and 1 rescue dog. And she also holds a first-degree black belt in Kempo Karate. All very impressive. Clearly, Regina is a woman of courage and compassion, a risk-taker and innovator, whose life is defined by a creative spirit and a passionate desire to improve people's lives in the finest Lesley tradition. Lesley honors Regina this evening for her many diverse accomplishments as a recent alumna, and with the expectation that she will continue to make a positive difference in her profession and in the community as a loyal Lesley graduate for many years to come.
I apologize. I was really enjoying that. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is amazing. Thank you so much. I wish to thank President Moore and Deans Coleman, Cavrola, Zoft, and Gillette, Provost Williams, Nicole Beers from the Alumni Council, my family, friends, fellow Lesley students, and alumni. Wow, that was so cool. Just a little bit about myself. I came to Lesley University as an adult learner, very adult learner. I had raised my family, have some grandchildren and a rescue dog, And this was the monkey on my back, that I had completed my education. I did some community college back in the very early 80s and got married and began having children. And, being part of that sort of training in my family lineage, you didn't do anything, but you raised your family. And so through a series of unfortunate events, I didn't get back to school. And so when my youngest was in high school, I decided it was my turn. But I had been out of school for so long, and I wasn't a great student. I was not a great student. I struggled all through school. And so someone said to me, hey, Lesley University, this place in Cambridge, man, they give you credits for your life stuff. You can go there and do this portfolio thing, you know, and they'll give you college credits for like your stuff that you've done. And I thought, oh, you know, I've been a business owner, I've raised a family, I've done all this really neat stuff. Like, maybe they could give me some credits, right? I said, great, I'll come to Lesley and get some credits. So I came to Lesley to get some credits. So I came to the LCB program. Is everybody familiar with the LCB program? I'm struggling with a little bit of laryngitis, so I'll just let you know. So I came to the undergraduate school at Lesley in the LCB program, and you come to a residency, and you come and you make a plan. So it's sort of a self-design, right? You have to make up your own courses and your own syllabi, and you make a plan for your learning, and then you tell them what it is you're going to, you know, what your learning is going to look like in the end of this. And so my first residency, they gave me Dr. Charlie Clayman. Anybody know him? Yeah. All right. And Charlie actually asked to be here this evening, and he died 3 weeks ago. So very, very sad and a heavy heart, but Charlie has been one of the greatest influences for me at Lesley. And I want to tell you a little bit about Charlie, okay? So my first residency, I sat across from Charlie Clayman, and I told him my hopes and dreams about attending Lesley University and what I wanted to learn, and I had this great plan, and I was just so excited to be here and so grateful. And he sat across the table from me and he said, so what? So what? Why do I care? And I said, excuse me. And I went to the bathroom, stood in the ladies' room, had a good cry, pulled myself together. I own a business. I've raised children. I can do this, right? So I came back and sat across from Charlie Clayman, and I said, Dr. Clayman, what is it that you mean about that? Why do I care? I said, why don't you care? You're a professor here. Why? You're supposed to care. And he said, no, that's not the point. The point is, if you're going to demonstrate learning, you want your learner to really understand what it is that you're passionate about. And you want that person that you're teaching to really get it, to get you, and to really, really understand it. So he said, before I'm going to let you continue in this residency, or anything that you're going to do here, you're going to tell me why I should care. And that was the biggest gift in that undergraduate program, was meeting Charlie Clayman. And I really wish he was here, and he's not. But thanks, Charlie. So I got through the undergraduate program kind of, you know, pretty good. You know, I did all right. I did a bunch of self-designed projects, and I did this chronic pain paper for my thesis, and I was feeling pretty good. So I decided, with the support of my husband John over here, speaking of support, he just kept saying, all right, keep going, honey, just keep going, get that master's degree, you can do it. So I came to the master's program, and maybe 3 weeks into the program, I was so overwhelmed and ready to jump off a ledge, because it was really hard. You people were so smart, and I was scared to death. And I spoke to Frank Trocco, another professor here. Anybody know Frank Trocco? Okay, some old names here. And I said to Frank, you know, I can't do it. He said, what is it that you can't do? I said, I can't do all this reading. I don't understand. You know, I mean, I read this stuff over and over and over and over again, and I just don't understand it. And he said, you know, Regina, your work is pretty good. I think you have some kind of issue. I'm going to send you over to my friend Maureen Riley. Does anybody know Maureen Riley? Right? Yeah? Okay. So I sat with Maureen Riley for an entire afternoon, and she took me through all this testing. And she looked across the table from me, and she said, how have you managed getting through your life? She said, you're in the top 2 people I've ever met with a significant reading disability. How have you been doing it? And I was like, I have a reading disability? That is so cool! Oh my gosh, right? My whole life made sense. Sitting across from Maureen Riley, my entire world made sense. My whole childhood, all of the stuff I went through in school and feeling stupid and you're not trying hard enough. And I'd read this stuff over and over and over and over again, and I apparently had a 20% comprehension rate. All right. So they gave me this thing called the Kurzweil program, and they put it in my computer, and I sat with this lovely girl named Theo, and they figured out how this program could best work for me. And for those of you who don't know what a Kurzweil is, it's a program they put into your computer, and it reads to you orally, while it highlights, for me, and everybody has a different way of doing this, but for me, it highlights the sentence in bright yellow as it reads, right? So, and then each word highlights in neon green. So it's like follow the bouncing ball. So I'm reading, and I'm listening, and I'm understanding. So my comprehension shot through the roof. And that's how I got through the graduate program. And then the other thing that was happening with me is I was getting really nervous because like these self-designed studies I was doing, they kept changing. They kept changing my mind. And I kept going to Lori Kozad in the graduate program. She was my dear professor and mentor. And I would come to a meeting with Lori and I'd say, oh, I have to change my study plan. And she'd say, all right, great, what you got? And that was really destabilizing for me, to have someone say, yeah, you can change your mind in academia. And we love it, and keep going, and keep going, and keep going. So I have great gratitude and great humility for being a part of this institution, this incredible place of learning. And I really want to give just one final thank you to Edith Lesley Wolford, who founded this school in 1909. She was a woman who founded a college in her living room. Her first student couldn't even pay, right? Anna. And she did this when women couldn't even vote. And I remember reading that and just weeping at like, man, the reverence for this place that was created by this woman in 1909 that couldn't even vote. So like, I can do this, right?